we are continuing our Let's Play. We're doing a hardcore challenge run. Last episode we did the, I think it was the Hermit. We went and got the Hermit's sword for the blacksmith. We just need to reforge it. Since the last episode, I spent a lot of time off camera,
praise God,
grinding out some skills. I did my alchemy and craftsmanship. Got those up so that I could have better potion making, as well as crafting, blacksmithing, and stuff like that. So when we reforge this sword, hopefully we'll be able to get the best possible version of it. Because I don't plan on giving it... I don't plan on actually giving it back to the blacksmith. We're going to keep it because we're going to do the miller's quest as well. So I just kind of like to do the beginning of many of the quests, get as much of the content, the story out of the way. I may not complete them, choose a different side or a different ending, but we try and get everything as much as you can. So today we'll reforge this sword, and then we'll make our way down to the miller's
God bless you.
to get stuff off my horse. Let's rest, just see if we can't make sure we get the best possible outcome. If we don't, we'll just restart. Alright, let's go here and put our leather gloves, and where's my leather apron? There we go. I don't know why it didn't heat up. What in the world is happening? And then it cooled down super fast. I don't get it, man.
Doesn't look good. A bit more and I'll fuck it up. Oh, for fuck's sake. I fucked this one up beyond repair.
It's just... It doesn't make any sense. Every single time, the very first hammer hit is always a dull strike. Why is it dull striking? Come on.
Halfway there.
Every time.
That looks like it's almost done.
Well, it's not the highest quality, but I guess that'll do.
I need to sharpen this. All right, done.
Since it's nighttime, we're going to go to bed, and we'll head down to the miller's.
Excuse me.
Quick!
Wait a minute. I think the saddler back there had like the better pouch.
God! Just a bit further.
Oh, the saddler's not here. Where's the saddler?
God!
To me?
God! God! Quick! Quick! Yes? Hmm? Quick! Go!
Didn't even notice I was going. He was so drunk. Hey?
Morning, lad.
What do you have for sale? A word about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Satisfied?
You really won't convince me like this. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you. Good, sir.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to do something about that price.
All right. I'm listening.
Only because it's you.
You really won't convince me like this. Very well, then. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Go!
What? Hey, you!
Alright, this guy's gonna challenge me to a fight.
Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry of Sckalitz.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Sckalitz, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
Okay.
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts. As long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
That doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting skills against someone now and then on the road. Especially when money's involved. So, what do you say?
What are the rules?
I have two. One, always put some money down. Two, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right. Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
For money.
You're on.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win. No, you don't.
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. Here's your wager back. Thank you, and take care.
Said that he could teach me something for a second. Yeah, man, that was too easy.
Good morning to you.
Are you still looking for a helper? Like you mentioned at the Troskovitz Tavern?
Hi, I am. I wasn't expecting you to actually show up. You young folks these days are all talk and no action.
Well, I'm not like that. I also heard you might be able to get me into the wedding.
Forget about the wedding for now.
All right. So, what kind of work do you have for me?
You'll be carrying sacks of flour.
Well, I probably won't find anything better around here anyway.
The sacks are in the barn, and the wagon is in front of it. I'll give you a groschen for every half dozen you carry. You won't have to buy food. We'll take care of that. And you can sleep here, in the barn. But not on the sacks of flour, you understand? Or I'll tan your hide. Climb up to the loft with the others.
Oh, fuck me.
Careful what you wish for. Go on, get to work. Farewell, good sir.
It's as light as a feather. Time for another one. Won't even break a sweat at this rate. Isn't getting any lighter. Heave-ho! Isn't getting any lighter. It's as light as a feather. Pretty light. Heave-ho!
I apologize. Who did Crazo drag in here now?
Isn't getting any lighter. Kurwa. What the?
Have you got it done? I said, are you done?
You're milling some pretty peculiar grain here, Miller. It's got a bit of a metallic flavour to it.
Kurwa. Can't you be more careful?
Tell me the truth. What are you really doing here?
Seems I'll have to lift the lid off the cauldron of knowledge sooner than I expected. You think you're ready?
Yes.
I'm attempting to convert matter into a truly miraculous energy.
What?
I understand. It seems impossible. I'm sure you're asking yourself what that has to do with the metal in the sacks. But we're only just scratching the surface. You see, for my experiment, I'll need something sinfully earthy. Something we'll have to appropriate. And that's something you can help me with, my curious apprentice.
So thievery. Just like Peshek in Ratai. I should have known.
Thievery? What a crude way of putting it.
But a truthful one.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
I'll help you.
That's the right attitude. Now listen up. In Truskovitz, next to the tavern, there's a rat house. And in that rat house, there's a chest. And in that chest is a document I need. One that used to be mine. But due to an unfortunate twist of fate, ended up there. It's called The Offer of Hermes Trismegistos. It's written right on it. Can you read? At least a little?
I can read. But I reckon that's the catch, isn't it?
The catch is, the chest is under lock and key. And most likely well guarded.
Of course it is. And then you'll get me into Semin's wedding?
Aye. If you help me, I'll find a way to get you there. Miller's honor.
Where exactly should I look for this document? I doubt they've only got one chest in the Truskovitz rat house.
I can't help you there. But my hand Zinnik might know more. He had the document on him, but then the bloody fool got caught because of something else, and they took it from him. I'm pretty sure he's still on display in the stocks on the square. Just remember, lad, if you get caught like he did, the guards will turn out your pockets. Then it will be pretty hard to explain what a tramp like you is doing with a document he can't even read.
No, I doubt the bailiff will let me roam around the rat house and go peeking through his chests. Any advice on getting in there without being spotted?
Oh, come on. Do I really have to spell it out for you? Black clothes, the play of light and dark. A quiet night, and those who live in the shadows, concealed beneath its veil.
Is that supposed to be advice?
Just get some inconspicuous clothing and head over there after midnight.
And where can I get some clothes like that?
I had my outfit washed in the Gilioff bathhouse, but after a bit of disagreement, they refused to give it back. It's my gift to you. All you have to do is pick it up.
Pick them up? You want me to steal them, don't you?
Doesn't it sound like a suitable appetizer before the main course? There's no sense in trying to deal with the owner, Dorothy, anyway. She's a contrary woman who's impossible to talk to.
I'm not even surprised your paths crossed. I'd like to learn more about the art of thievery.
Thievery? Humph. Why call it the art of thievery? It's simply an art. But all right, enough wordplay. If you want to learn something, go and see Hensel. He'll tell you how to relieve people of the things in their purses, or how to quickly and painlessly send them to the land of dreams. And if you'd like to try opening locks without a key, there's a chest in the barn that you carried the sacks to. You can practice on that.
All right. I reckon I know everything I need. Thanks.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah. The place by the Zherovka Street.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again? You could say that. Christ, can't you wash up before going out in public?
Crazel said you'd teach me to pick pockets.
Sure. Follow me. I know a quiet place.
Let's begin.
Not so fast. You're new here, so here's some advice before we get started.
I'm listening.
First of all, rich or poor, most folks carry their things in a pouch either in front or in the back. The front one holds keys, coin, and other small items.
And the rest is in the back?
Exactly. Now, this is important. Don't steal from the front pouch unless you're sure you know what you're doing.
No problem. I can manage a different way.
Oh yeah? And how's that?
If I knock them out, they definitely won't catch me.
Sure, but if you mess it up, you'll have more than just a theft on your conscience.
What else am I supposed to do? I can't get to them from the front, otherwise.
You can try taking it from behind. It'll be more difficult, but it's manageable if you're careful enough. Show me how nimble your fingers are then.
All right, Let's do it.
Done.
Very nice. I didn't notice you at all, and that's exactly what you want. Now give back what you took.
Here you go. What now?
That's it. It's a simple art. But if you want, you can give it another try.
I'd rather try takedowns.
Why not, since we're here? Well then, it's easy. Sneak up behind me and choke me out. I won't fight back the first time, so you should have no trouble. Just remember, you mustn't let me see you.
All right, I'll give it a try. What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not grazing livestock there.
Indeed we're not, friend. That's where we learn how to fist fight.
Fist fight? How come?
Why do you think? It's a pretty handy thing to know, and it's 100 times better than sitting on your ass all day.
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? He came up with the idea, mate. Hey, fancy having a go?
I'd love to try these bouts of yours. Shall we?
Wait a mo. First you need to get permission from the miller.
Crazel? Why's that?
He's the one who came with the idea and made it work. He's looking for a champion among us for the Zhelyov tavern fights. There, they have proper brawls. Not like here.
I hear you let your hands fight each other. Could I have a go too?
Who told you about that?
Hensel told me. He said I can join if you allow it.
Hensel did? What a blabbermouth.
So can I join in?
All right, since you already know about it. Them three slackers of mine ain't exactly had their finest hour in Zhelyov. Maybe they could learn something from you.
To Zhelyov, you say?
Aye. Once in a while, I send my strongest hand there to test his mettle against the locals. He earns a few groschen, and I sleep better at night when folk around know I have a hulk of a man like that here.
And if I beat your hands, would you send me to Zhelyov? I could also use those groschen.
We'll see. You ain't beaten no one yet.
How about some more advice on sneaking around in Troskowitz?
You've come to the right man. As clumsy as a blind dog and about as inconspicuous as a cow at a banquet table. You've got a lot to learn.
Well, I was focused mainly on my fighting skills.
I don't blame you. Me, I'm no good with a sword. Might be more useful to you in your vocation anyway. But still, ask away. What do you want to know? I'll try to explain it as simply as I can.
That's all. Thanks for the advice.
I didn't fight back the first time. This time I won't make it...
Everything's arranged. So come on, let's fight.
Look at you champing at the bit. You do have the coin for a wager, don't you?
Wait, you never said anything about a wager.
Did you really think we brawl just to pass the time? Well, maybe we do a bit. But still, if you want to fight, you have to wager something.
If you say so. Here's the coin.
Great. Get your ass ready for a good kicking. Go fuck yourself. You fight like a little girl. You won't get me. Useless. Not so hard. You'll cripple me. Knock his teeth out. Bad luck. Nice. Nice. You fight better than I'd have expected.
Thanks.
But we'll see how you fare against Malik. Oh, yeah. And this is yours.
What's it going to be then?
Well, ready to brawl?
Aye, all right. It's going to be a clean fight, see? No funny stuff.
What funny stuff?
Kicks in the balls, fingers in the nose, biting and shit like that. Try something like that and I'll rip your head off.
Don't you worry. I can hammer you without any of that.
We'll see about that. And what about the wager? Have you got coin?
Here it is.
That's the way I like it. Let's do this. Take that! Bang! There you go. Just you wait. There you go. Go fuck yourself. Nice. Nice. I'm wounded. You fucker. God damn. You gave me the runaround.
You alright?
Well, a bit of liquor to ease the pain, a bit for the tummy, and I'll be all right. You're going to be much worse off when Vera's done with you. If you wanted to train a bit before then, let me know. I can show you some tricks. And here's your wager. Spend it well.
Waiting for? Come here.
So you're the toughest one here?
Aye, that's me.
Still, it's odd that the miller trains you like that, don't you think?
I just do what I'm told,
You'd rather keep things to yourself, eh?
I suppose.
I want to fight you.
Are you sure? I could break you in half.
Don't you worry about me. Well, shall we?
Well, if you say so. Got the coin for a wager?
Yeah. Here's the coin.
Get ready then.
Useless. You'll be shitting out your own teeth when I'm done with you. Fucking... I'll pull your guts out from your throat. Fucking cunt! Knock his teeth out.
Well, fuck me. A stripling like you, and you whip my ass.
You're full of surprises yourself. Not even Pa swore as much when he whacked his knee with his blacksmith's hammer.
Oh, I know. Once a fight starts, my mouth takes on a life of its own. Here's the coin you won, and go and see Crazel. He could send you to Shelly-off instead of me.
I'd like you to teach me something.
For a few groschen, it's no problem. What are you interested in?
Show me a wrestling trick.
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I heard you're good at opening locks without keys. I'd like to learn.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Teach me how to sneak around without alerting my prey.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I want to know your trick for lasting as long as possible.
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
Good day to you.
Good day.
Would you know of any other way to make some extra money?
The only thing you can do in this backwater is steal cabbages. But go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill. You might find something more interesting there.
Why the woodcutters?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time, and they get paid for every wagon they unload at the sawmill. They work all day long and don't move an inch. They have nothing to spend their money on.
I think I know what you're getting at.
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp. And it must be a lot of money.
I like the way you think. I reckon I'll pay them a visit.
But if you're stupid enough to get caught, don't say a word about me putting you up to it. You hear? First, I'd lose my job, and then they'd beat me to a pulp.
Don't you worry. Well, Miller, it seems I defeated all the hands you have here.
Even Vera? Well, hats off to you then. Listen, what if I sent you to Gelioff instead of him? You up to it?
Sure. Why not?
Great. I'll pay the entry fee and wager a pile on you, so you better win. And if you want to train a bit more, just punch the shit out of them sissies of mine.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure. Why not?
Here. And something for your trouble.
Well, well. Thank you very much.
Sit.
Good boy. Good boy. You don't want to do that. And it's done.
Holy shit. That was a close one. Thank you.
I'd have been shredded to pieces if it wasn't for you. Jesus Christ.
It was nothing, really. The main thing is you're safe.
Nothing? No, no. I have to repay you for your bravery. Here, take it. It's not much, I know, but it's the best I've got. And thank you again.
Go! God! God! Just a bit further. God!
I don't give a shite about it.
God! Whoa!
Staring at you. No, I wasn't. And even if I was, there's no law against it. I can look if I want, eh? No, you can't, you bastard.
Come on, darling, forget it. Or there'll just be trouble.
The girl's right. Get...
Are you Zinnek?
Yeah, look, mate, I really need to piss. Can you let me out of here?
Crazel sent me. He's looking for some document the bailiff took from you.
And what's the password?
Hermes Trismegistos?
I'm just shaking your pizzle. You should have seen your face. They caught me at night when I was robbing a merchant, and then they make any distinction between what I stole and what I already had on me. They took everything, including that document, and locked it all away in the chest of stolen things in the Rat House jail. You could get into the jail from the courtyard behind the Rat House. It's right under the guardhouse. Or you can get there from behind the tavern, alongside the fence. As soon as you find the stairs leading down, you'll know you're in the right place.
Well, who's got the key to it?
Well, actually, I had it, but when the guard shook me down, I must have dropped it. It was in the chamber, next to the one with the chest. They've got a pretty soft bed in there, I tell you. The key probably fell under it.
Is that the only key?
No, of course not. Every guard in Troskovitz has one. Best to rob one of them who's slacking off or having a nap. Look, mate, do you actually know how to pickpocket?
Of course I do. Wouldn't be my first time.
Good to hear it. They'll let me go soon, so if you get caught, you'll have nobody to keep you company here. Keep that in mind. Well...
Good afternoon, Henry.
Show me your wares.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye, I'm listening.
Is this enough?
You really won't convince me like this. Aye, that'll do. Praise be to God, my friend.
Go get a Steven clothes.
Quick! Have you lost something?
Quite the opposite, my friend. I am finding something. Treasure, to be exact. If it matters to you.
Treasure? Where is it?
I don't know yet. But this map here says it should be somewhere around here. At least I hope so.
Maybe I could look at the map? I might be able to help you.
Well, I am a bit stumped. I need all the advice I can get, but you'll give it back, understand?
Of course. Don't worry.
Give it to me.
What?
Don't fuck with me. Give it here. I'll get you. Hey. Rule change, you whore son.
Attack me, bro. I think I wound up taking the wrong. I think I'm in here somewhere.
Quick! Quick! Go! Ka!
Gather round. You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth. Just a few days walk from here.
Christ's sake, is it really so hard to wash up before marching in here? Take care, friend.
I could use a trim, Master Barber.
I'm glad that this is the first time I've sat down at the barber. This looks good on you, Henry.
Ha! Now you're sure to turn some girls' heads. At least a few. And if not, I don't do refunds.
How can I help you?
I'd like to use your services.
Certainly. My baths are at your service.
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Great. But it'll cost you.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem. Excellent. You'll find exactly what you're looking for in my bath.
You sure slayed me today, warrior. I reckon now I'll have to scrub myself from head to toe.
Damnation.
Gonna have to steal the key over in the middle of the night.
I haven't even eaten yet.
You know what? I've got so much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Where's
Please, people are always asking
And
me if
oh,
you're looking for
the
help.
love. What can I do for you?
I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
It would be an honor, good sir. And for how long?
I need to stay longer.
I'll give you my best room, sir. Will you pay up front?
Let's talk about the price.
All right, then.
Do you accept?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Agreed, then. The room's yours. You're going to like it here, sir. The rooms are clean and a cauldron of good food to go with them.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals. I've got no idea where they went.
Where can I find my room?
It's upstairs, right behind the stairs on the left. It's easy to find. There's a green wreath over the door.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That's why I'm here. The Miller Crazel from Lower Senin sent me.
Wonderful. He boasted he'd be sending a real tough fella this time, so I'm interested in seeing what you've got. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleov keeps complaining about the Takovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, stop by Semin. I hear the saddler's hand Yannick there is looking for a blacksmith, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting. Praise the Lord.
God bless you.
What is it?
Why are you skulking here?
Yes! These will make me almost invisible.
I'm always glad to see polite people.
Sitting here.
Greetings to you.
I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough money?
He did. Here it is.
Excellent. Then the fights can begin. Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right, then. I'll see what I can do.
Animal.
Good to see you.
God be with you, sir.
I'm looking for your husband, Fiala.
Do you want to shave? Fiala's the best barber in the area. But I recommend you take a proper bath first. One of the girls will take you under her wing and will work out a price for you. What do you say?
I just want to speak with him.
He has too much work. If you want to say something to him, tell me, and I'll pass it on.
Well, the thing is, we're expecting him for the fights. And now the whole tavern is waiting for him. I was supposed to come here and get him.
So Lawrence isn't going to leave us in peace? Nothing doing. I told him clearly. He's staying home.
But we can't start without him.
And it serves you right. Find some more intelligent entertainment.
Why don't you want to allow Fiala to fight?
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all black and blue, and the girls don't have a lot of business. Putting poultices on bruises isn't going to pay for a new roof.
Have no fear. If you let him go, I'll give him such a going over he won't want to fight ever again.
Well, you seem like you might be able to manage that. But don't go and cripple him or anything. He has a lot of work to do here.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
All right, then. Take Fiala with you. But this time, it really is the last time. Good.
You're just in time. I just sharpened my scissors.
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Get up! Let's go and fight!
Really? So Dorothy allowed it?
She said she'd let you go this one last time.
That's my girl. Let's go.
We can't keep the lads waiting.
Greetings, handsome. Come over here.
Jesus, there's no talking. Let's drink.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see.
Crap.
Du verdammter Mistkerl! So ein Pech! Oh, God! You gave me a beating. If you broke my Grazien finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah, yeah. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Greetings, handsome. Come over here.
Have you come to get your ass kicked?
Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do. Here you go.
And now, pray. Wanker!
Oh, crap.
Get a move on you, snail! You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I left you more than enough for next time.
Could it be?
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
Greetings, friend.
The bet sounds good. Here you are.
That's what I like to see. Fight!
Crap, dude.
I'll knock your whiskers right off your face. Take that! Fucking hell! I'll knock your whiskers. Go fuck yourself! I'm hit! Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
Yep, hardcore, dude.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I need to learn how to defend myself better.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Hardcore definitely is a challenge. It is. It's more enjoyable in a way.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Would you show me which herbs you pick?
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
How are you able to drink so much?
All right, I'll show you something, but you need time for it.
Greetings to you.
Good to see.
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying, but you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... Oh, it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, or something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav?
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
Check as you. And at least I fuck. And like who, eh?
You're a beast.
Who do you think's gonna be standing in the street till 5 in the morning serenading while I'm upstairs showing my sense of rhythm to some Kuttenberg damsel?
Comes animal.
What are you two talking about then?
Ah, the worthy gent is interested in our discourse. An honor indeed.
What's your name?
My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Come on, let's discuss it over a beer.
Man to man, poet to poet.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say I was...
Sit.
So, you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Oh, freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Honorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
and highborn...
clever...
experienced...
intrepid...
unique...
in short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... Something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man.
A fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
The humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
a loot! We need a loot!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find. Or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenters in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
Well, if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
Good day to you.
God be with you.
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
Hey, unless you won't end up the same way.
Is something wrong?
Soon will be.
Help! Do it!
your stuff!
Yep.
Useless. No match for us, fucker. Go fuck yourself.
Come
I'm
on,
just
dude.
getting warmed up, you shit. I'll rip your arse open!
Show your stuff!
Take that!
Fuck! I'll never leave the house again. You'll see. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm sure you'd have done the same for me.
That I would. Here, take this. A keepsake. And thank you again. Whoa, whoa.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
bless you.
The offer of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Krazel's document.
What are you doing in there?
Play dice.
God! Go!
Now you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Yada will
There now.
Greetings.
God bless you, sir.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
I even managed to get my hands on the key to the chest with the confiscated things.
Very good. Give that to me, too.
Well, I thought it might come in handy.
Come on. Give it here.
Fine. Here it is. I took a look at the document. I couldn't really make much of it. Who's this Hermes Trismegistos?
My fifth cousin. We write to each other sometimes.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Did you find my family tree at the rat house, too? Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes, of course.
What now?
Not much. Gonna need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semin.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Not at all. I'll get you to the wedding as sure as the heavens are above me. The fire of the Creator is within me. But you'll have to wait a while. Besides, Things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. It's high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I wouldn't be so sure. But I've taken you on as an apprentice. So I might as well tell you something. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
A golem? What's that?
A golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great Holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now, I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Saltpeter is niter. That I know. They're white crystals similar to salt. But I have no idea what you might need it for here at the mill. Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for young Semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily-liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnik, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Run along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair. What was that noise? Woodcutters?
Good day.
I'll be with you, sir.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Sckalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskowitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. But it's a shame I don't have my dog Sniffer no more. It was fun with him at least.
Crazel mentioned that he died.
Aye, from some fucking disease. He started getting these lumps all over his body. Then he stopped eating and what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in styes. It has to be scraped from the walls, horrible work. Time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the styes in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a gold... a saltpeter mine.
You mean a knacker?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the gravedigger.
Oh, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskowitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so... I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskowitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Sckalitz.
I'd like you to teach me something.
For a few groschen, it won't be a problem. And what would you like?
I reckon you've got a few tricks in your pocket to get into other people's pockets.
Great, let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you like?
I'd like to learn how to not cause a stir in a crowd.
All right, I'll show you something, but you need time for it.
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you like?
I hear you're good at alchemy. I'd like to learn something.
All right, but it'll take some time.
Long time no see, eh?
Crazel gave you another job.
Yeah. I proved myself to him last time, so why not continue our collaboration?
Did you come here to make fun of me? Just like Bonnie? As soon as she showed up, she gave me hell over that manuscript.
No, not at all. I just need to find out something only you would know. What sort of place is this?
Our secret place, where we can quietly plot sneaky plans for our beloved Miller.
Behind that boarded-up door? What's inside that cliff?
You know, storage, rubbish, rats, filth. Look, I know Bonnie ordered me to clean up in there. Thanks to you, I'm sure the movement of goods will start again soon. So it'd probably be good to have some order around here. I just haven't got round to it yet.
What did you do before you started working for the Miller?
A bit of this, a bit of that. When I was still a boy, I stirred lye at a tannery, and then I slaved away at a dye house. But since I came to the town, it's been, well, let's say not exactly honest work. But that's what I'm best at, see?
God bless, Henry. How can I help you?
Well, I hope I've proven I'm not all hot air. Will you tell me more about yourself now?
Can't you just leave things the way they are?
I have to get to know the people I work for, at least a little.
Let me give you some good advice. People will always tell you what they want you to hear. And that's not always the truth. Try to get to know someone through their actions. Those mean more than 1,000 empty words.
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. For a few groschen, I'll teach you whatever you want.
You talk about alchemy like a book. I reckon you could teach me something about brewing potions.
We've been through a lot together, so I'm sure you know that alchemy is a noble and serious science. Let's start with the importance of the ratio of ingredients and the proportion of substances, because every potion is different. Let's get to work.
I'd like to learn something new.
Well, you know how things work around here. All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. For a few groschen, and I'll teach you whatever you want.
For instance, I'd like to know how to pry open a lock properly. Or how to go through someone's purse without being noticed.
I see. I see. The combination of restraint and the mechanics of general acquisition of property. That seems doable. Let's get to work.
Praise the Lord.
Good day.
I'd like to learn something new.
Well, you know how things work around here. All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. For a few groschen, and I'll teach you whatever you want.
I reckon you could teach me how to move about undetected.
That's a true art. It's based on the ideas of the old masters. You need to master the knowledge of light and shadow. Find a balance. Any deviation means chaos. Let's get to work.
Praise the Lord.
Good day.
Quick!
Keep it up. Everything all right, eh? Go!
I'm on my way to find a saltpeter pit for the miller, which means that I have to go find the grave digger.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hell will freeze over before you do anything about it.
Your health.
Good day.
What's that I hear? What's that noise?
Yeah, Pebbles definitely is
Praise
worth
the
it in the
Lord.
end. I'm with you, Pebbles.
Greetings, and to you.
Greetings.
Show me your wares.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Be it done unto me.
Blessings to you.
You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
Nah, none of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have. Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast that'll make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat, and don't worry about a thing. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's get this over with, then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I understand. I'll come at dawn.
Quick!
Whoa!
Greetings, my friend.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
Do you accept?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands. Very well, then. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
God bless.
That should do it. This is sharp enough as it is. That's one sharp blade. I'll have a look at the wares. Let's talk about the price.
Very well.
Do you accept?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. Finally, a reasonable sum. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Blessing.
Was möchtest du, mein Freund?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen. Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Oh, a nice instrument. Maybe I should learn to play it and become a wandering minstrel.
Freaking close. Oh, crap. I think I messed up. I'm supposed to wait till, like, early morning. Yeah.
Oh, a nice instrument. Maybe I should learn to play it and become a wandering minstrel.
Okay, everybody, for now, I appreciate you spending your time with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. I'm going to be continuing the story again tomorrow. Again, I'd like to say thank you so much for tuning in, spending time with me, and if you'd like to, hit that subscribe button, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow. All right, see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all.